Hello students, welcome back to the maths class. Today we are going to start exercise 4.3 question number 3rd. What we have done so far that we shall quickly revise. In the last class we have seen if we have given a linear equation then how we can plot them onto the graph paper. For that first of all we found the solution of the linear equation and then we plotted the linear equation onto the graph paper. Such kind of similar question in the form of application will be coming at the end of the exercise. Now let us see the question number 3rd first. In the question number 3rd, we have given that if a point 3, 4 lies onto the graph of the equation 3y is equal to ax plus 7, then find the value of a. Now here 3, 4, since it is lying onto the graph of the equation, we can say that 3, 4 is a solution of the given equation. So this we can suppose as a solution, okay, because it lies onto the graph of the given equation. So we can say that it is a solution and hence this point will satisfy the equation given to us. Means in place of x if I put 3 and in place of y if I put a 4, then it will satisfy the given equation, means LHS and RHS will come equal. And if I do so, then I will get the unknown value a over here. So let us see how we can find out the solution of this question. First of all, we shall write down in the solution. Yes, first we will start the solution. In the solution we will write down since 3, 4 lies on graph of given equation. Okay, so therefore what we will do here, therefore we shall put up the value of x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4 in given equation. Okay, now let us put up the value in the given equation. So if I put up x equal to 3, so look at the equation, that is 3 into y. What is the value of y I have here? 4 is equal to a into 3 and then plus 7. Okay, in place of x and y I kept the value. Now further if I solve it, so it can be 3 into 4. What it can be? 3 into 4 will become here 12. So this is 12 is equal to 3a plus 7. Now 7 we can bring on this side. 7 if I bring onto this side, so 12 minus 7 will be equal to 3a. So we can say that therefore the value of 3a will be equal to 5 and 3 is in multiplication, so it will go at the place of denominator. So we can say that the value of a will be equal to here 5 upon 3. This is our answer. So once you can check the question, if we have any confusion we can have the discussion once again. See what we have done so far. First of all, you see 3, 4 was given to us. It lies on the graph of the given equation. So remember, if any particular point, suppose if I draw this linear equation onto the graph paper, this is my coordinate plane, and if I draw the graph, it comes like that. So there is one point 3, 4 lies onto the graph of the equation. Okay, so now this 3, 4 point, it will satisfy the given equation because this line is made up by infinite number of points and each and every point coming onto the line will satisfy the given equation. So here in place of x and y, if you replace one by one all the points lying onto this equation, they will definitely satisfy the given equation. So same thing we are applying here. Since 3, 4 lies, so 3, 4 will satisfy, means x equal to 3 and y equal to 4 I can put up in the given equation. Then LHS and RHS will be equal. So when I will put up this value, I can get the value of unknown value a here, that is 5 by 3. Okay. Now let us see the next question, question number 4. Question number 4 we have given here as, first of all read the question. It is one of the application. In this application we have to generate the linear equation and then accordingly we need to draw its graph. First of all, see what is the given application. The taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer the fare is 8 rupees and for the subsequent distance it is 5 rupees 5 per kilometer. Okay, now taking the distance covered as x kilometer and the total fare as y rupees, write a linear equation for this information. Before I make a linear equation, we shall calculate some sample values. For example, suppose I say you have covered a total distance. Okay, I am doing it in rough. Please see, suppose if I say you have covered a total distance is 10 kilometer. Now I want to calculate the fare. Okay, so fare, if I want to calculate, then how I will calculate here? See the conditions. For the first kilometer the fare is 8 rupees. So for the first kilometer fare I written here 8 rupees. Now 1 kilometer charge I have included. Now how many kilometer charge is remaining here? Out of 10, 1 kilometer already charge I have paid, because first kilometer if I am going then I need to pay 8 rupees. Okay, then how many kilometers are remaining here? 9 kilometers. Okay, and for the 9 kilometer I am paying here 5 rupees per kilometer. So 9 multiplied by 5. So 9 into 5 45 and 45 plus 8 I am paying total value here 53 rupees, right? Similarly, suppose if I am going here, for example 15 kilometer. Okay, for example person is going for 15 kilometer, then here again the fare will be, you observe the first kilometer we can say that the fare is again 8 rupees. You go 10 kilometer or you go 50 kilometer, for the first kilometer the fare will be here 58 rupees. Okay, now you see remaining kilometers, for the remaining number of kilometers we can say that the fare is different. Okay, so for the remaining kilometers, how many kilometers are remaining here? That is 14 kilometers are remaining. For the 14 kilometers the fare is 5 rupees. So 14 into 570 plus 8, I am paying total 78 rupees. Now same way this one we can see it by with the help of we have seen with the help of one of the example. Now we shall see how we can frame it. Okay, first of all is see this in the question we have given that take the total distance covered as x kilometer, okay, and the total fare as y rupees. So now suppose this equation I take and I say take the fare as y rupees, because we are going to now generalize our given equation. So in that equation directly if I put up the value of number of kilometer, I will get directly the value of fare, which is y. Okay, so see how we can make a formula for this condition. So fare they are saying take it as y. Okay, now we know that in the equation each and every time the first value is same 8, because you go for 10 kilometer, you go for 15 kilometer, the value 8 is not going to change. So 8 we shall write down as it is, plus now see the total number of kilometers are given here x kilometer, means the person is going for x kilometer. Okay, so you observe if the person is going 10 kilometer, here value I have taken 1 less. Why? Because 8 rupees he is paying for the first kilometer. So first kilometer charge already it is paid. So we shall count the charge from second kilometer onwards. So second kilometer to 10 kilometer. Total number of kilometers are remaining here 9. Same way here number of kilometers are remaining 14. So 1 less is coming here. Same way here we shall write down x minus 1, because the total number of kilometers remain will be here x minus 1 multiplied by 5, same as it is. Now if I simplify this equation, so I can say that value of y will be equal to 8 plus 5x minus 5. Now from 8 if I subtract 5, this will remain 3. So my equation is coming here 5x plus 3. Okay, now let us check this formula is working or not, because see, earlier manually I have calculated the fare for 10 kilometer. Okay, so can we say that we got the right answer with the help of this formula or not? Let us check once. So first of all, see, in the first condition, see, I have taken the value 10 kilometer. You can observe here, I have taken the value is 10 kilometer, right? So now if I put up the value x is equal to 10, because x shows here the number of kilometers. So if I put up x is equal to 10, so in that case, what can be the value of y? Value of y will be here 5 into 10 and then plus 3. 5 into 10, 50, and plus 3 will be equal to 53. Now you can see this answer and this answer I got in the beginning. See, manually it is difficult to us to calculate, but with the help of formula we can easily calculate. Now need not to worry, only put up the number of kilometer and you will get the answer directly. Just see it orally. If it is going 15 kilometers, so see, we got the charge here 78 rupees. Same way, if I put up here in 5x plus 3, value of x, if I put up 15, so 15 into 5, 75, plus 3, that is 78, same as the previous value we got here. Okay, so we can say that yes, the equation will be here y is equal to 5x plus 3. So let us write down the given things here. First of all, in the solution, what we will write down? Let total distance, if I suppose total distance I am taking here x kilometer. Second, I am taking here fare is equal to y rupees. Okay, then according to the condition, what condition we have given here? So according to the condition or according to the question, you can say, I will write down now fare. Value of fare will be is equal to charge for first kilometer plus, then we can say remaining kilometers. How many kilometers are remaining? Multiplied by charge per kilometer. The space is not there. We shall write down here multiplied by charge per kilometer. Right? This is our formula. Now if this formula I put up the value here, fare I am taking y, then charge for the first kilometer is 8. Remaining kilometers are here. How much? Sorry, how many remaining kilometers are there? X minus 1. Okay, so remaining kilometers are x minus 1 and the charge per kilometer for that is y. So we can say that the value of y will be coming here 8 plus 5x minus 5, and 8 minus 5 will become here 3. So that will be 5x plus 3. That is the equation we got. So this equation you need to write down properly in your notebook accordingly. This rough work is need not to show. Now we shall find out the coordinates. So before that, let me rub this one. Yes, now let us see how we can find out the coordinates. See, my equation is here y is equal to 5x plus 3. So first I will take the value of x is equal to 0. Okay, suppose I take the value of x is equal to 0. So value of y will be here 5 into 0 plus 3. 5 into 0 is 0 and 0 plus 3 will become here 3. So I can say that the value of x equal to 0, then value of y will be equal to 3, and hence my coordinate will be here 0, 3. Second, if I take the value of x is equal to 1. Okay, so in that case value of y will be equal to 5 into 1 plus 3. So 5 into 1, 5, 5 plus 3 will become here 8. And similarly, if I take one more value, Okay, in the questions of application we shall take three values. So x is equal to, if I take 2, so in that case here values we can't take negative because x shows the kilometer. Okay, so nobody can go for -1 kilometer, so don't take the negative values. So value of y will be here, it can become 5 into 2 and then plus 3. So 5 into 2, 10, 10 plus 3, it would be 13. So we can say that I got two more values here. One is 1, second one is 8. So x equal to 1, y is equal to 8. So it will be 1 comma 8. And third value I got here, x equal to 2 and y is equal to 13. So it will be 2 comma 13. Okay, so three values will be enough in the case of questions of application. Since it was a beginning part, that's why I have taken four values on that time. Now this is our graph paper. Now once you look on the y-axis, we required up till 13. X-axis we don't require the values on the larger side. Okay, so y-axis, see, we have a limitation here, we cannot go. Okay, fine, it can be written till 13 over there, but it will be very long. In that case, already we have marked some point over here, so we can mark some more points and some more lines we can mark, so we will get easily over here. So we'll make some modifications in the axis over here. Yes, in this way we can make the some small modifications. Yes, now let us see some points we can mark here. This point I can mark as 10, this will be 11, this will be 12, and this will be, last one will be 13. Okay, now see, this will be my x-axis and this is my y-axis. Scale we can mention here, scale I am writing inside over here because here some points could be plotted. So scale is 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, now let us see the first point. What is the first point given to us? First point is, see, I have taken the value of x equal to 0, then value of y will be equal to 3. Okay, so see, x equal to 0 means I will be putting the finger onto the origin. Okay, and from 0 I will go to plus 3 onto the y-axis. So this is my first point. I can say that I need to plot. So this point is marked as point A, 0 comma 3. Similarly, let us see the second point. Second point is here, x equal to 1 and y is equal to 8. Check that point, x equal to 1 and y is equal to 8, 1 comma 8, right? So x equal to 1, x equal to 1 lies here onto the x-axis, and from 1 I will go up till 8. So I will mark a point at this place. This is my point number B, and this point I will say 1 comma 8, and last one is 2 comma 13. So from x equal to 2 means onto the x-axis I will go at 2. Okay, and from 2 I will go up, and at 13 I will mark a point. So this point I will mark. This will be 2 comma 13. This point I will mark C. Okay, 2 comma 13. Now we shall join all the 3 points which are coming onto the line. So let us join them. So here we shall join them, all the 3 points. Let me draw a line between them. Yes, correct. So in this way we can easily draw the line and we can easily plot the given coordinates of the equation. You can see here also we are getting perfectly a line over there. So once you can see how we have done this question, very important question. Framing of an equation is the only difficult part in this question. However, plotting, we have done such kind of question earlier also. Okay, this kind of question I will give you in the homework also, where the conditions would be different and you will be plotting the similar kind of equation. Now let us see the question number 5. In the fifth question, what we have given, see its first part. Okay, see the question number fifth first part, what we have given here. From the choices given below, choose the equation whose graphs are given in the figure. Okay, means see here we have given that 4 choices. First choice is y is equal to x, second one is x plus y is equal to 0, third one is y is equal to 2x, and last one is 2 plus 3y is equal to 7x. Now in these all the 4 choices we need to find out the coordinate mentioned in the figure. You are seeing some coordinates are mentioned in the figure. Look at the first one, that is 0, 0. Then second one is -1, 1. And third one you are looking over here is 1, -1. So we need to find out the which equation is passing from these all 3 points. So we know that if, for example, first equation is passing from all the 3 points, so these 3 points will satisfy the equation. Means if I put up these 3 points 0, 0, -1, 1 and 1, -1 in the equation number 1, it will satisfy, means LHS and RHS will come equal when I will put up the point in the equation. Same way it may satisfy the second equation also. However, it is going to satisfy only one equation out of the 4. So suppose if we get the second equation they are going to satisfy, there is no need to check for part number 3rd and part number 4, because any one answer is only right. So let us see first one by one all the 4 parts whichever is true. First part I am solving here. I am taking the first equation, y is equal to x. Okay, in this first I will put up the first point, x equal to 0, and second one, y is equal to also 0. Okay, that I am taking here, x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Both values I am taking here, right? Because first point is my 0, 0. Now if I put up here in the LHS and in the RHS, I can say that 0 will be equal to 0, which is true. We can say yes, it is right. Left hand side and right hand side both are coming equal. Now similarly, if I take the second coordinate is -1, 1, that I am taking here. Okay, means I can say that the value of x will be equal to -1 and value of y will be equal to +1. So if I put up in the equation, so in that case value of y, that is 1, and value of x, that is -1, are they equal? No, they are not equal. It is false, right? So we can say that the second coordinate is not satisfying the equation. Hence this equation is not passing from the given points. Now we shall check the second part. So what is a second part given to us? Second part is, means second equation is given here as x plus y is equal to 0. Okay, so for that first value I am taking 0, 0, means I am taking the value of x equal to 0 and the value of y will be also equal to 0. If I put up in LHS and RHS both, so this will be 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, and if I solve little bit left hand side, 0 plus 0 will be also 0, which is true. Yes, we can say that the 0, 0 is satisfying, but can we say that the remaining 2 points are also satisfying? Let us see part number B. Now I am taking the value of x is equal to -1 and value of y is equal to +1. So if I put up in this equation x plus y is equal to 0. So -1 we shall keep in the bracket, +1 is equal to 0. Now minus 1 and plus 1, if you add, what do you get here? Definitely you will get 0 only. So minus 1 and plus 1 got cancelled. You got 0 is equal to 0. So yes, it is also coming true. Now let us check the final point. Point number third, that is value of x is equal to plus 1 and value of y will be equal to minus 1. Okay, so we can say that therefore the value x I am keeping here 1 and y I am keeping here minus 1 will be equal to 0. Okay, now again plus into minus, minus, so it can be 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. And again you see 1 and minus 1 will be cancelling each other. So if 1 and 1 can be cancelled, what will remain here? It will remain 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So yes, it is also true. So we can say that therefore x plus y is equal to 0 passes through the given points 0 comma 0 1, second one is minus 1 comma 1, and third one is 1 comma minus 1. That way we can write down the concluding statement. Now see, the remaining two equations are remaining. We got already the answer is second one, but part number third and part number fourth we have confusion whether it will pass or not. Definitely they will not pass because out of the four any one is right. But again, if you want to cross check, I will show you how roughly we can find out for the part number third. Suppose if I take third part over here, okay, y is equal to 2x. Now see it roughly. In this part, if you put 0 0, then see y will be equal to 0, then 2 into x will be also 0, 2 into 0 it will be 0. So no problem, 0 comma 0 it is satisfying. But if you put up minus 1 comma 1, means value of y you put up 1 and value of x you put up minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 will be equal to minus of 2, and you see 1 and minus 2 are not equal, right? So we can say that this point, this equation also not passes through the given points, or all the 3 points are not satisfying this equation. Same way we can check for the part number third also, but you need not to check, you can leave it because we got the answer in the part number second only. Suppose if we do not get the answer in part number second, then we shall go to part number third, and then same way we shall go to the part number fourth, which will be our last option. Okay, so this question you can leave till here only. Now similar kind of one question is there, that will be homework for you, means second part of this question. Check 4.3 question number 5 second part. In this question also you observe we have given that one graph is given to us and 3 points are given. One point is minus 1 comma 3, 0 comma 2 and 2 comma 0. All these 3 points one by one you have to check in the given choices, and whichever the choice comes completely right, means all the 3 points satisfying the given equation, that will be your answer. The next equation coming after that you need not to check. Okay, so this question you can solve by your own. Now let us see the question number 6. In the question number 6 we have given that, see, in the sixth question they are saying if the work done by a body on application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body. See, this all things written in the form of it is given in the form of text over here, but you know it, a formula of work done. You may have covered in the lower classes, or maybe it will come to you in the syllabus of your 9th class syllabus of science subject. Okay, I think in physics the work, force, energy, that topic will come, in that you will study. I will tell you what is the formula of work done. Okay, so work done formula, normally we use it here. Work done is equal to force into displacement. Okay, now I think displacement you must be knowing it, because in the motion chapter already you have covered the part of displacement. In maths, displacement we shall refer as a distance, but there is a difference between distance and displacement. Okay, in physics there is a far difference between both the terms, but here we shall refer as a distance. Okay, so our formula is work done is equal to force into displacement. Now see what they are saying further. Express this in the form of linear equation in two variables and draw the graph of the same by taking the constant force as 5 units. Means the value of force we have given here 5 units. Then we have to write down the equation, and then further part is also given. This further part we shall discuss later. So for example, suppose I say let the work done, if I say suppose work done is equal to y units. I am not talking about a particular unit of work done. And if I say the displacement, or you can say according to the question, it is my distance. So distance I am taking here x units. Okay, so in that case, therefore work done I have taken y, force I have given here 5, and distance I have taken here x. So 5 into x, that I can write down properly, 5x. So what is my equation here? Equation I can say that y will be equal to 5x, right? Now here I will find out the solution of the given equation. So first I am taking the value of x is equal to 0. So in that case value of y will be equal to 5 into 0 will be equal to 0. Suppose I take the value of x is equal to 1. So value of y will be equal to 5 into 1 will be equal to 5. Okay, and if I take the value of x is equal to 2, so y will be equal to 5 into 2, it would be equal to 10. So now what are my solutions I got here? Solutions I have got here as x equal to 0, then value of y will be also 0. Okay, and in that case what is the solution? 0 comma 0. Similarly, if I take x equal to 1, then y will be equal to 5, and solution will be here 1 comma 5. And last one is x equal to 2, then y is equal to 10, and solution is here 2 comma 10. Let us plot this all three values onto the graph paper. So if I plot this all values onto the graph paper, first of all we shall mention the scale over here. The scale I can write down same as scale will be 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. Okay, now further see, this is my graph paper. Here one additional point will be taken onto the x and y axis, because on y axis we are getting one point as 10. Okay, so I will take one additional point here, as this point I will mark as 10. Okay, as you can see here on the y axis I required the additional point here as 10 I need here, right? So I have taken one additional point 10 over here. Let us mark the first point 0 comma 0. 0 comma 0 means it is origin, so you know it, origin comes at a point of intersection of x and y axis. So this is my point A, I can say. So this point I can mark as A, whose coordinate will be 0 comma 0. Now second one is x equal to 1 and y is equal to 5. So x is equal to 1 on to the x axis. Where is 1? At this place. From 1 I will go up till 5. So here I will mark. This is my second point. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 5. So mark this point as B and write its coordinate 1, 5. Now similarly, the third point is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 10. So x is equal to 2 means on to the x-axis we shall see 2 and then I will go up at 10 I will mark. So see, yes, from x equal to 2 I will go in the upward direction and then I will mark a point over here in front of 10. This is my third and last point. C, that will be 2 comma 10. Okay, now we shall join all the 3 points with the help of line. So let us join them. If I join all the 3 points, then it can be drawn like this. Okay, exactly, it was not coming earlier because I have not drawn it properly. Now it is proper, right? So this is my line which were required into the graph paper. Now we shall discuss quickly about the two parts remaining in the question. See what they are saying over here. They are saying from the graph the work done, also read from the graph the work done when the distance traveled by the body is 2 units. Means the value of distance. See distance what we have taken here in the form of x. Means when the value of x is equal to 2, we need to find out the value of work done. Means the value of y. Okay. So let us see. If I say from the graph only, I need to read here. So see, when the value of x is equal to 2, I need to find out the value of y. For that purpose, what I will do, I will draw a line from x is equal to 2. Now suppose if I go to the x is equal to 2, so from 2 I will draw a vertical line, okay, and I will see where this line is intersecting. This line is intersecting here. So again from this particular point only I will draw one horizontal line towards y-axis like this. So now you observe this line is intersecting the y-axis at which point? At 10. So we can say that at x equal to 2, value of y will be equal to 10. So that is our first answer. Okay. So here we shall write down at the last. I will write down at the last over here the answer of part number A. Okay. So part number A, I will say if distance, value of distance, that is x, is equal to 2, then from graph we can say that the value of work done means the value of y. Work done will be here 10. Okay, I will give you one more sample. Suppose if I say if the value of x is equal to for example 1.5, in that case what will be the value of y? Okay, suppose I say the value of x is 1.5. If you see algebraically, if I try to find out, then 1.5 I will multiply into 5 because value of x I will keep here. So 5 into 1.5, that will become 7.5. Means we can say that at 1.5 the value of y will be 7.5. But how we can find out? With the help of graph, that you see. Suppose if I take the value of x is equal to 1.5. Observe, again I will draw from 1.5 one line over here. Okay, so from 1.5 suppose I draw a line and let us see where it intersect the graph. I think it is not intersected up till now. Once again, yes, now see, I think now it is intersected properly. And if I draw from the that point which it is intersected the line, and if I draw a line from that, then definitely I can say it will intersect the y-axis at 7.5. I have not drawn the line properly. See, when you will draw onto the graph paper now, exactly it will come. Okay, so suppose if you draw on the graph paper, because I have not taken 1.5 exactly here, that's why I was not getting it. Now you see, from that point if I draw it, then definitely wait a minute, yes, now then in that case you will definitely get the point exactly. So I hope you are understanding where exactly this point is coming. Now see please, now it is coming perfectly. Okay, so see, in that case when the value of x is equal to 1.5, the value of y will be 7.5. In that way we can easily plot over here. However, it is not asked in the question, that part we can leave it. You can try on the graph paper by your own. Means suppose if the value of x is given here 3, so from 3 you draw one vertical line, it will intersect the line drawn. From that point of intersection you draw one horizontal line towards the y-axis, and at whichever point the line intersect the y-axis, that point will be the value of y. Okay, so here we have found in this manner. Now let us see the second point here. When the value of x is equal to 0, value of y will be also 0 in that case, because if you put up x equal to 0, y will also become here 0. But with the help of graph, how we can show? So it is difficult to show with the help of graph, because x equal to 0, then y will be also 0 in that case. So here we shall write down simply, because no figure could be drawn in this case. So we can say part number B, if the distance x is equal to 0, then we can say that work done of value of y will be also equal to 0, because 0 comma 0, how will you show it? Okay, in that case not possible to draw any graph. So simply you can write down, if x is equal to 0, then y will be also 0 with the help of graph. So this way students, we have completed till question number 6. Now two questions are remaining in the exercise 4.3, that is question number 7 and question number 8, that we shall see in the next session. Okay, thank you.